What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are doing yet another client testimonial with one of our clients, Scott, who wrapped up his first 6 months inside of the Physique Lab coaching program. He lost 27 pounds during our time together. So I'll go ahead and put the transformation photos down below so you can see exactly what that looked like for yourself. As you can see, he started to reveal his abs and he also built the confidence to take a shirtless photo at the beach next to yours truly. So I'll put that photo somewhere over here. Back in August, we hosted an in-person men's retreat for the Physique Lab. We went to the beach and he asked to take a photo. And not only that, he made that his profile picture on social media. So he is feeling good. And after his first 6 months, he hit his target goal weight and we actually transitioned him into a reverse diet. So he's still in the program. He's still crushing. He is getting stronger in the gym, getting leaner, but he is adding calories back in. Anyways, what I wanted to do in this video is ask Scott a couple of questions about his time inside of the Physique Lab coaching program, so that way you guys can hear all about it from someone other than me. Before we get into it though, I do want to make you aware of two quick things. The first one is going to be a video that breaks down the Physique Lab coaching program in excruciating detail. So if you're interested in learning how we're able to get clients like Scott such amazing results, check out that video. I'll go ahead and put the thumbnail down below so you know what to look for, but I'll also link it as a time card somewhere up there, and I'll put it in the video description below. So either click that link or go in the video description and click that link below as well. The second thing is that I will also put a link to my calendar down in the video description as well. So while watching this, if you're like, Ty, I have heard enough, I'm convinced that you can help me reach my weight loss goals, I just want to chat one-on-one with you or someone from the team to learn how I can get started, that is going to be the best way to do it. So you can click that link below and book in a call with us. But without further ado, let's hear what Scott has to say about his time inside of the Physique Lab coaching program. So what is going on, Scott? How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to film a testimonial like this. So I want to start with this, man. Like, where were you when you started the program? And like, where would you say you are now having gone through the first 6 months?
Well, when I started, uh, I guess I was struggling to lose weight, like pretty much everyone else in the program.
Mm,
Um, I'd been kind of yo-yoing off and on for about a decade, ever since I was in college, and it was really frustrating. I'd gotten back into weightlifting and was doing it pretty consistently, but I wasn't necessarily getting as much out of it as I could because I wasn't eating enough protein and just was kind of flying by the seat of my pants with nutrition.
mhm.
So that's where I was. And where I am now is I actually have confidence that whenever I want to lose weight again, I can do it. I know how to do the macros. I know how to get the most out of my weightlifting, and I don't think I'm gonna do the yo-yoing anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for context for those that are watching this in the future, do you remember what your starting weight was and then where you're sitting right now?
Oh gosh, I was probably around 177, but I was on my way up. I mean, again, yo-yoing. So I had gotten up at one point to like 194. I'm not a very big person. I'm about 5 foot 6, 5'7".
Mm.
So I can get pretty round when I'm at like 194.
Wow.
Uh, but I had gotten down previously to about 160 and was just on my way up again. Where I am now is closer to 150. So I weighed in this morning at 151.5. So
Let's go.
I hadn't weighed that little since freshman year of college.
Yeah. So it sounds like down 25 pounds, but also put some muscle on in the process
Oh
as
yeah.
well. So
So I'm
probably
leaner than I
even
was.
more, yeah. I was gonna say even more fat loss than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, what would you say is like the biggest result that we achieved while working together?
One, getting down that low, but the other is learning how to do it. Uh, Again, the biggest problem that I had before was weight loss that was sustainable, and not just killing me and making my life miserable, and that I could keep up and repeat. Um, and I now know how to do it in a way that doesn't completely crash my metabolism. So the knowledge is probably the best thing.
Yep. Get to enjoy things like hibachi and some other like quote
Yeah.
unquote cheat meals, even though we don't particularly love that language in the Physique Lab because you're not cheating on your diet if you fit things
Yeah.
into calories and macros. And it's a new lifestyle that you've adopted, right?
I agree.
Being able to crush your goals while still eating the things you enjoy in moderation. So, yeah, dude, I want to rewind all the way to 6 months ago. It's crazy how fast time flies by. But what
Mm.
was it that made you want to sign up in the first place?
I wanted to try something. I knew that I could get more out of my weightlifting. I fell in love with that a few years ago during COVID, just because of the way my gym worked. And I wasn't getting enough out of it due to my diet. And I knew that I was on my way up again in terms of gaining fat. And I just wanted to do something. And I was intrigued by your Instagram ads. You said I didn't have to, I could eat anything I wanted. And that piqued my interest.
Hmm. In moderation, of course. I always
Of
say
course. Yeah.
it's not a hall pass to go out and binge
Yeah.
on cookies and ice cream and pizza or whatever you want. But yeah, man. So it sounds like you were on the way up and you didn't want that to continue as far as a trend. You're like, all right, I know this needs to stop. Came across my page, had a conversation, got on a call, kind of like this, except
You
we're
came
talking
across
about,
my feed.
yeah. So got on a call like this instead of talking about where you are now, it's talking about where you want to get to. And here we are 6 months later. So how
Yeah.
cool is that? But what would you
And
say? Go ahead.
And I did not realize before I started that I could eat any sort of thing. Obviously, again in moderation, but I was killing myself. I dropped my calories like way low to like 1600 immediately,
Mhm.
and was limiting what I could eat. So like almost no carbs, one meal a day. It was miserable and not sustainable. And I realize now through your coaching that that's not the way I have to do it.
Yeah.
That's not even a good way to do it.
Sounded like previous diets were running on fumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to do that. But yeah, man, after you've gone through it, I guess, what would you say the experience on the inside was like while you're working with me over the last 6 months?
I mean, on top of it being really effective and helpful, you've got a real charm to you, and you're a friendly guy. So it's enjoyable to work with you. I remember, I think one of the most moving parts of our retreat the other weekend was during that prayer time, and
Mhm.
you started crying a little bit, and it was nice to see like how much you cared, and it was nice to see and to be able to give back to you honestly, and to uh, be something meaningful for you uh,
Yeah,
among the other
absolutely.
guys. So
There's a
I
human
would say,
element to it as well, right? I'm
yeah,
not just some robot on the internet. Like I'm a
yeah,
person as well. Man,
yeah.
that's awesome, man. I guess what would you say is like maybe the biggest lifestyle change or takeaway now that you've completed the program?
Um, Macros, learning how to do that, uh, to count carbs, fats, and protein, increasing protein, but just being able to divide those up, and that helps you to eat the sort of things you want, at least somewhat, so you're not completely collapsing due to cravings. That was massive, and then secondarily, I would think that decreasing calories and getting into a deficit slowly so
Yep.
it's not like the floor collapsing under you and you're all of a sudden miserable.
Yeah,
Uh,
not just like 120% right out the get-go. Like
yeah.
you're still going 120%, but you're doing it in a controlled fashion instead of, yeah, like we said earlier, running on fumes. But I was going to ask you, like, what do you feel is something that you learned from the program that you think others could benefit from? I feel like you kind of touched on it there, talking about macros and calorie deficit. I guess, does anything else come to mind that you'd want to share? Or would you say those were the two game changers for you?
Yeah, those were two game changers. The other thing that was really helpful and that makes me want to continue for several months is that when I was doing this all by myself, part of the problem wasn't just that I didn't know what I was doing, but I wasn't sure if I knew what I was doing. So unless I could see results immediately, it would be really easy for me to give up. And a really useful thing about having you as a coach and David and the others is that I have someone looking over my shoulder who can say on a week to week basis, bi weekly actually, because of the two check ins, yes, you're doing basically the right thing, or you need to adjust this or that. And I have someone looking over my shoulder, and I know that there are going to be results, even if I can't see them immediately, because someone else who's done it is helping me and walking in front of me, and that's really encouraging, because in weight loss you don't see everything immediately. Your body doesn't change overnight, and weight gaining, it doesn't change overnight, and that's why I want more help to do the bulking, to make sure I do that right, and just have a friend give me the support that I need.
Yep. So for those that don't know, Scott lost 25-ish pounds, maybe 25 to 30 inside of the program, transitioned to a reverse diet, and now he's going to be transitioning into a lean bulk to put on even more muscle mass. So hit his weight loss goals, and now he wants to build more muscle. And it's interesting that you brought that up too about just the support aspect. I forget who I was talking to the other day, but it was something where they said they're surprised at how communicative like myself and the other coaches are inside of the program, where there's someone was asking them about having an in-person trainer versus online. They're like, wouldn't you think in person would be better? And this person had told me that you'd be surprised. Like, it's way better because at any second you can pull out your phone, ask us questions, post in the group chat, whatever it might be. And you have a personal trainer at your fingertips, as opposed to if you were working with someone in person, they're going to be in sessions all day, may not get back to you until late at night, early next morning, or, a couple of days, that kind of thing. And it sounds like you saw the value in that, and just being able to not only just have the community, but have those coaches there guiding you every step of the way to make sure that you're actually going down the right path to reach your goals. Is that kind of what I heard?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And then last question I have for you is like, what would you tell someone who perhaps they've come across my page on YouTube? Maybe they came across my page on Instagram. Maybe I'm having a conversation with them right now in the Instagram DMs. Like, they're interested, they learned a little bit about the Physique Lab, but maybe they're a little bit on the fence or hesitant about actually joining. Like, what would you say to that type of person?
I would say that Tyler's a great guy, and I found the program to be effective, and everyone else I met on the retreat and in the Zoom calls has felt the same. Everyone's been really positive. So if you've got the funds to do it and you really want to lose weight and learn these tools, Tyler's a great way to do it. So I would pull the trigger. I'm glad. I don't have any regrets.
I know.
Certainly don't have any regrets, because I want to continue.
Yeah. Well, you are building something special here, and I'm glad to have you a part of it, man. I really appreciate you taking a couple minutes out of your day to be able to share your experience, because who knows, this could be something that someone watches in the future. And this very video could be the thing that gets them off of the fence inside of the program, and then they could experience the results like you have. They can be down 25, 30 pounds, starting to build some muscle and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you again. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed hearing all about his time inside of the Physique Lab coaching program. I don't have much else prepared for you today, but before we part ways, I do want to give you two quick reminders. The first one is that down in the video description, there is going to be a link to a video that breaks down the Physique Lab coaching program in excruciating detail and tells you everything you could possibly want to know about how things work and how we're able to get guys like him such amazing results. The second reminder is that down in the video description, there will also be a link to my calendar. So if you're interested in chatting one-on-one directly with me or someone from my team to learn about how you can get started inside of the Physique Lab coaching program, that is going to be the best way to do it. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and turn those notification bells on so you don't miss when I post new videos. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.